Last week I was a bit short on time on this day, so I wasn't really able to get a good session. But today, despite the gym being just as busy, I did not have any time constraints, so at least I managed to get some decent sets. I started off with the upper body, doing tuck rows, and then some handstand push-up eccentrics. I ended up putting them one after each other in this video recap, just to break the monotony a little bit, doing something different once in a while. The first set of the tuck rows, I got 8 reps, but I wasn't really keeping my legs as forward as I would have liked. Despite that, they looked okay. I was able to keep good back engagement and keeping it almost parallel to the floor for the entire duration of the set, which is something that surely took me a while to develop. And also when I was looking at this first set of the eccentrics, I was able to get into a good vertical. I like the line in here. And the first few reps, I managed to get down in a relatively slow manner. Wasn't losing my core engagement. Maybe this last rep here was a bit faster than the others. I wasn't able to control it as well, but it was the last rep of the set. Did 2 sets of 4 every minute on the minute, just to be able to control each rep as well as I could. As soon as I noticed that the fourth rep was a bit fast, it was a good signal that I had to take a bit longer rest before getting into that. And in the second set of the tuck rows, I was able to get my legs slightly more forward, even though I noticed that as the set progressed, I kind of brought them back towards my chest. I still got 6 repetitions and they all looked okay. When checking the second set here, every minute on the minute, really like the vertical. I really like also the way that I am controlling my body on the way down. In here, the angle is a bit more to the side, so I'm able to check if my vertical is going off a bit more than in the first one. And this is the last rep of the second set that I did. At first, I wasn't really able to get up into fully locked shoulders, so I struggled a little bit finding the right position. And as I started trying to go down, I wasn't really in the best and more stable position, so I had to kind of shrug my body back up and try again. But in the end, I managed to get it, and it wasn't even as slow as the last one in the first set, so that's pretty okay, I guess. Having done 8 reps in this session here, I'm planning to be doing 9 in the next one, so I will be probably breaking them down in 3 sets of 3. I will keep the every minute on the minute until I can do something like 3 sets of 5. At that point, those are probably going to take a very long time, so I might be switching on to doing them back to back. But the thing is that I am not always able to get into a perfect vertical from the get-go, so there may be a few tries in between reps, so the rep count could actually go down. I'll have to see. But today's work was good, so I'm happy with that. Then I moved over to the lower part of the body, where I was going to be doing some Bulgarian split squats and also some wrist curls, which I did afterwards. They provided some good blood flow in the wrists after the handstands, something that I always want to keep in mind, because I sometimes have experienced some discomfort in the right wrist. So if I can get volume that is not excessive throughout the session, while also adding some blood flow related work that helps with the recovery, then I'm usually good. And on split squats, I added a third set following this progression that I have come up with. Last week I did 11 and 10 on 2 14 kilo dumbbells. This week I did 8, 8, and the third one was 6. So I added a good 3 or 4 reps on what I did last week, but because they were spread out on 3 sets and the first 2 were a bit submaximal, I was able to get it without any issue, and I will be adding reps as the weeks progress. As soon as I get 3 sets of 10 or 10 to 9, I will be going up in weight. Ciao!